Welcome back, focused learners. Okay, so today we've got an incredibly practical explainer lined up for you. If you're looking for a clear, immediate path to becoming stronger, healthier, and, just more confident in your own skin, you are absolutely in the right place today. We're going to unpack a really foundational methodology from Next Level Fitness 365, unlocking their beginner circuit. Honestly, there is no fluff here. It's just a straightforward, step-by-step blueprint designed to get you moving right away.
Okay, let's dive into this. What does it actually take to get fit today? I mean, think about the common intimidation factors around modern gym routines, right? It's so easy to look around online and just assume that fitness requires massive financial investments or highly complex tracking apps or, the absolute perfect aesthetic environment. It can be super overwhelming for literally anyone. But the source material we're examining today, it completely flips that modern assumption on its head.
Moving into Section 1, Mindset, the decision to begin.
Before we even get to the physical movements, we really have to rethink what's actually required to start a fitness journey. You might think you need a garage full of expensive equipment or years of experience. But the actual requirement? It's just one single decision. The source material literally crushes these perceived barriers to entry. It reminds us that we don't need any of those intimidating prerequisites. All those obstacles, they kind of just melt away when you realize how incredibly little you actually need to start.
And that brings us to the emotional core of the Next Level Fitness 365 philosophy. All you need is one decision, to begin today. Man, it's just such an incredibly empowering statement, isn't it? It sets this highly accessible, super motivational tone for the entire routine. Because the power isn't in some expensive gym membership. The power is entirely in your choice to start right now, exactly where you are today.
All right, Section 2, Mechanics, the 5-exercise circuit.
So how do we translate that mindset into physical execution? Now, what's really interesting about this setup is the highly digestible pacing. You're looking at a 30-second work phase followed immediately by 20 to 30 seconds of breathing room for your rest phase. Well, if you need it. You aren't grinding endlessly until you just collapse from exhaustion. Instead, you're working in short, highly manageable bursts. It's great because you can mentally prepare for this accessible rhythm, knowing exactly when that next break is coming.
Okay, here is your entire beginner routine, broken down into 5 simple steps. Number 1, jumping jacks. Number 2, body weight squats. 3, push-ups. 4, high knees. And 5, the plank. That is literally it, the whole shebang. No complicated machine setups, absolutely no special gear required. You just flow smoothly from one simple movement to the next, building up your tempo and your enthusiasm as you go right down the list.
But hey, what if you hit step 3 and you're kind of struggling? We've all been there. The source explicitly provides a modification: knee push-ups for 30 seconds. Scaling the workout is actually a smart, intended part of the process. So go ahead and just gracefully leave your ego right at the door. If regular push-ups are tough, simply drop to your knees. The goal here is just to keep moving for the allotted time. The methodology actively plans for you to adapt the challenge to your current fitness level.
And that brings us to the core repeating theme of this entire routine, the number 30. 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds of squats, a 30-second plank hold. When you break it down like that, you realize just how fast and achievable these intervals actually are. I mean, you're literally just committing to 30 seconds of effort at a time. It's a brilliant psychological trick just as much as it is a physical one, because it makes the whole circuit feel totally within your reach.
Okay, moving into Section 3, Momentum, consistency over perfection.
To build a long-term habit, we really have to look past the basic mechanics of the workout and focus on strategy. So here's the absolutely crucial point. Consistency is simply showing up regularly, and that matters way, way more than perfection. The source reassures us that every single workout brings you one step closer to your goal. Just showing up, even if you heavily modify those push-ups or, even if you take the maximum rest time, fundamentally beats being flawless but inactive. Perfection is not the goal here, guys. Momentum is.
And to reinforce this momentum, Next Level Fitness 365 outlines what they call a community action plan. Leave a comment, like the content, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Now, this isn't your basic run-of-the-mill sign-off. It's actually a deliberate call to action to help build your personal accountability. By engaging with the community, you basically ensure that you're going to keep receiving more workouts, more fitness tips, and all that ongoing motivation required to keep your consistency strong over the long haul.
Which leads us to our final thought, tied directly to the source's prompt. Will your next comment be done?
This entire routine has been designed from the ground up to be so incredibly accessible, so barrier-free, and just so manageable with those 30-second intervals that there is absolutely nothing standing between you and that awesome feeling of accomplishment. In fact, the source specifically asks you to leave a comment saying done when you actually complete the workout. So the question remains, are you ready to make that one decision and take immediate physical action today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep moving, and we'll catch you next time.